So you're 38 and you're able to invest £250 a month. What's that actually going to do for your future? Run the numbers in just a sec and look at a couple of options. But remember, this isn't financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm just an everyday guy that's investing, trying to impart some of the knowledge that I've got on this channel. I'm going to base these numbers on the performance of the global all world. So the historical performance of the all world has been 8% per year on average. Now, that isn't a guarantee of future, but obviously I can't predict the future. So I'm going to use the historical average as the basis for this calculation. I'm going to put the compound interest calculator here. We're going to start you off with your 250 quid initial deposit. We're going to put that 8% in there as the average rate of return. Then we're going to scroll down and we're going to put the number of years. Now I'm going to take an assumption that maybe you're aiming to retire around 60. So that's another 22 years. We're going to put that in there. And then the £250 a month that you can get together to invest. We're going to click calculate. And there we have it. It's going to give you £180,000. Over the course of that time, you'd have invested £66,000. That's nearly a threefold increase on your returns. And that shows you the power of compounding to go from a relatively modest amount of money of £250 a month to a substantial pot of £180,000. Really shows why it's the eighth wonder of the world. A couple of other things you do need to consider though. Firstly, I've not built inflation into that calculation. So in 22 years, there obviously is going to be inflation, unfortunately. That £180,000 won't have the same buying power as it does in today's money. So if you want to work that out, you'd need to take 2.5%, 3% off that 8% that I used. The other thing is £180,000 in isolation isn't going to be enough to give you a comfortable retirement. Now, obviously, that's a bit of a subjective statement because we all have different perceptions on what a comfortable retirement is. But the guideline for a single person would be somewhere in the region of £600,000 to £700,000 to give you a comfortable retirement. So that is a little bit short of that. Obviously, if you're already paying into a private pension as well, and the ISA is just a way of topping up and giving you a little bit extra, maybe even give you the option to retire early, happy days. But if it isn't, you might want to consider what you can do over the next few years to try and increase those contributions, or pay into a private pension, because that is by far the most tax effective way, particularly if your employer is contributing as well. It also gives you a good chunk of free money. Hope that gave you a little bit of a flavour. Remember, follow JP's budget if you want to get better with money.